What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Honey. Happy holidays. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season, whatever you're doing. If you just chilling, if you cooking, you slaying in the kitchen, you wrapping gifts, you just going from house to house drinking. I hope you are enjoying it. I was gonna say happy Sunday, but it's not Sunday, it's Monday, but it really does feel like Sunday. Christmas Eve. So hopefully you guys will get done whatever you're doing out there in those streets and get on back near the home fires and be with your family and friends and have a good time and be safe. Okay, so it's not Sunday. I was out house crawling, going from Christmas party to Christmas party all day Sunday. So no Real Housewives of Atlanta on yesterday, but I'm here today, Christmas Eve, to do this Real Housewives of Atlanta review. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you, as well as that notification bell. You'll know when I put up videos. Don't forget to say hi by hitting that thumbs up button, as well as, of course, commenting down below, because this was a good episode. This was a good episode. I thought I was going to have like a little half page of notes, like snap it out real quick, but no. No, and I knew it was a good episode because even though I don't watch my faves reviews of the same shows that I do until after I have uploaded my video, I could see how long each one of those videos was. I was like, oh, it was good. It was good. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so this episode is called Final Destin-Nation because they're in Destin, Florida, which, you know, anyway, it's okay. It's all right. Okay, so starts out with Porsha scheming with her sister Lauren about emptying this bottle of Hennessy out and putting apple juice and Coke in it to fool the girls because she knows eventually she's going to have to at least look like she's taking a drink. And, you know, they go through that little Laurel and Hardy skit where she saves the Hennessy. I don't know why she didn't just pour it out. Like, you got money. Like, what you gonna do with that Hennessy in that picture? Like, what? It was ridiculous. Anyway, that's Porsha. Then we see where Marlo goes and tries to revamp Shamari, kind of, sort of. And Shamari did repeat to her over and over again that she likes her style. This is her style. This is the way she do things. This is how she like it. She cool with who she is and all of that. But Marlo was like, I just feel like I could really, really, really boost my points by boosting your points and getting you together. It was cute. She wasn't too pushy, but she was pushy. Like, she was good at pushy. Anyway, Shamari concedes. And none of the girls are fooled. When they see Shamari, they know that she's been dressed. I mean, she's at the breakfast table with the hat on. Like, it's raining outside. So, I mean, it was obvious that she didn't dress herself. So, yeah. Then we get to the game. The game was called, now, it's raining this whole time in Destin. This is why they're not going out. So, they got to do things around the house. Or indoors, so to speak. So Nene comes up with this game and she gets Porsha involved in it, and it's called Bitch Stole My Talent. And they're pairing up Marlo and Tanya for a fashion off. They're pairing up Cynthia and Eva for a model off. And they're pairing up Shamari and Candy for a sing off. And then Nene and Porsha are going to be doing like a host off. Okay, so all the ladies have an opportunity to go upstairs for 20 minutes and get themselves together, get their looks together, get their, you know, whatever they got to do to bring on the competition. And Nene and Porsha are going from duo to duo, just checking them out and having fun and listening to the door. And it's cute. It's real cute. Like, everybody so far seems like they're having fun. Okay, so then we get down to it and we see where I think it was Marlo and Tanya first. Marlo came out and she had this sort of boy cut bathing suit on and jacket, kind of, you know, I guess they call that a jacket. you know, it was black and white, and she had black and white shades on, and then she had on some really, really cute shoes that were red and white and black, I think, just for like a little pop of color. I don't think she had a bag. She did a good strut, though. It was a really, really good strut. And she sits down and she feels very, very confident. She does a good impression of Marlo. Like, it's a really good Marlo impression. Tanya, on the other hand, gave us Saint-Tropez. She gave us full-on Saint-Tropez, okay? She gave us a day look. She gave us an on-the-boat look. She pulled that jumpsuit off, baby, and came out with the swimwear and walked it, baby, with the shades. While she was doing a lot of talking during the fashion, like she was kind of being her own fashion host, she made a comment about being on the very, very high end of price point spectrum with Chanel and all these other labels, and then being on a different end. I don't know if she said lower end. She just may have alluded to it. It seemed like she alluded to it to me. I don't remember her saying then go to the low end, but she was like, and these sunglasses are from Swag Boutique, so we got both ends of the spectrum, or you got it from all sides. And Nene took offense to it. She took offense to it, I guess, because she was saying that she thought that Tanya was saying that her stuff was low budget. Was she sensitive to that anyway? Because that's kind of what people say. Like, okay, when these reality stars open up fashion boutiques and stuff like that, people be saying their stuff is cheap and stuff. So I could see how she would have taken that way, but she just took it so personal. Like, I don't know. Anyway, we find out a little bit more about that later. But Tanya won the fashion off, and Marlo was feeling a little bit crunchy. That's because you did regular Marlo, girl. If you had to just came down, just boom, bam, pow, like you was, to me, you was more dressed up in that jacket that you wore to Shamari's room. You know, I don't know if that was a bathrobe or what, girl, but it was fancy. It was sparkly and fancy and stuff. Cynthia and Eva do their model off. And Eva walks. She has like on like a little teddy short set, and it's, you know, and she's got her little butt cheeks out, and she's walking, and she's playing with her clothes, and she's just beauty face, tossing the hair. Oh, good hair, yeah. You know, she was saying, this is what she does. This is what she does. I was like, oh, Eva, you lost before you got there. Like, you lost before you even got on the bus at Candy's house, because the girls just not feeling you. They just, you wasn't gonna win this. You was never gonna win this. You weren't that great, but you wasn't gonna win this anyway. So, of course, everybody loves to see Cynthia walk. Cynthia has got a fluidity about her that's just beautiful. Cynthia knows her angles. She doesn't care if it's a bad day or not. She gives you the angles. And Nene was pumping it up. Cheekbones, come through cheekbones, cheekbones. Give them leg, you know, all of this. So, Cynthia won. Now, Marlo was shading Eva, of course, during this, and Eva was like, well, you lost, so shut it. That was good. Okay, so then we have Shamari and Candy. Do they sing off? And Shamari calls her vocal coach. Candy practices. Her practice did not make perfect. I'm sorry. Shamari would sing His Eye is on the Sparrow. She does have a beautiful voice. She was boom like an 808. Candy, this is what I'm going to say to you, Candy. You really like to live up here. You like to live up here in this area. This is not your area. You should be down here. You should be way, way down here. This is where you live. You live down here. This is where you live. I do not know why she always opts to go to this super, super high register. Like, it is so awkward, you know, just like this piercing, and then it's, yeah, you always up here, this is where you live. So Kandi loses. Bravo is so shady, because when they went to vote and they was like, Kandi, what do you think about Kandi? And it was like crickets. They was playing like a little time clock. Tick, 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 tick. Looking at all the ladies. I was just like, oh, wow. They got a Shamari. Everybody just started clapping. I was like, oh, Kandi, pass the baton. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was so much fun, too. Okay, so then Nene and Porsha, Kandi announces them, and they say, what about Porsha? And Porsha was like, and everybody was like quiet, like they wasn't gonna clap for Porsha. Like, no, do not clap for Porsha. When they got to Nene, everybody was clapping and woo woo woo, and then Nene was like, yes, I can run my own talk show. Here's the thing, Nene, the way you came across at Tanya is the reason why everybody was kind of low-key afraid to not let you win. Not letting you win would have just ruined the trip. Like, by default, one, you the host, and two, because you take all of this personal. The slightest little bitty thing personal. The fact of the matter is, Porsha to me was better than you, because you do a lot of coming through the stage, honey. It's got through with them. And Porsha to me just gave a lot more professional hosting. To me, you know, she was a better MC. That's just my opinion, but that's the game. Everybody had fun. It looks like there is some at least some cohesiveness with the ladies when it comes to shade, baby. The shade was popping. Porsha takes a nap afterwards. Kandi, Eva, and Shamari go to aerial Pilates. Nene, Tanya, Marlo, and Cynthia go and get a massage. Okay, so first, let's go to Pilates. Kandi starts it off on the ride over there. She talks about this is the first time that she's been on a trip with girls, and it hasn't been some major stuff. So they get to the aerial Pilates, and Kandi did a joke about it being a pussy grab. It must be, they need to call this the Donald Trump Pilates, because the harnesses they was in was pussy grabbing. That was funny. Shamari brought up the fact that Marlo came to her room, and she felt like, you know, the girls was like, well, you wore it, you know, and she was like, yeah, because, you know, it wasn't like she was too pushy, but I just felt like I would just appease her. So you did it. You did it willingly now, but evidently she been thinking about it. The girls have been shading her, not shading her, but just saying, going up there and sing with that outfit that Marlo put you in and that type of stuff. And it was making her feel some type of way. When you went back upstairs to get yourself together for the sing-off, you could have changed your clothes. You didn't. That's fine. Let me say this. Shamari looks real cute on her IG. If y'all follow her on IG, she looks real pretty. She been posting some real pretty pictures on IG. She's a beautiful girl. I think she just stuck in an era where showing your midriff and stuff was the thing, which is still the thing nowadays. It's just that you older and you a mom, and it look kind of weird. The more she think about it, the more she marinated, the more upset she get with how Marlo handled her. This is where I don't think Shamari necessarily has a leg to stand on. Even if you feel a type of way about it, I wouldn't say anything about it because you went along with it. Like I said, Shamari's getting madder and madder about a minute. Let's go to Nene, Tanya, Marlo, and Cynthia. Now, this whole time, it didn't really seem like Nene had a problem with Tanya. She was playing it cool and copacetic. When Marlo brings up the fact that Porsha not there, she says she believed deep down in her heart that Porsha is pregnant. And Nene was like, well, you think so? And she was like, yeah. And Cynthia, yeah. And she when we went to we stopped at the convenience store, she got a pickle. And I was like, oh, they're gonna find out. And yo, no, she not drinking it. Tanya was like, yeah, I know she said she was on a alcohol fast, so She was abstaining from alcohol, and the ladies done put together that Porsha must be pregnant. So what does Nene do? Nene, after the massage, she goes to see Porsha. Porsha's sitting in the bed eating a salad. And she telling Porsha that, listen, you getting bigger. You laying around a lot. You not drinking. And Nene said in the confession, all that stuff may not equal up to being pregnant, but the fact that Porsha is not drinking definitely is a red flag. I was like, shady boots. Porsha was like, well, honestly, I really thought Porsha was gonna hold it in the road, but she just gives it up. She just tells her, she says, well, you know, a little bit. She says she's not sure if she's pregnant or not. She hasn't really checked. She's got this fake Hennessy, and she's going to take a drink with the girls just to absolve them. So Nene was like, the girls think you pregnant. What I love is, in this moment, Nene is very, very happy for Porsha. And it allows Porsha to be happy about the situation. This is one of the reasons why she's not telling people. Outside of the fact that she haven't really even been to the doctor and had it double checked. Like, make sure everything is cool and copacetic. She don't want nobody to shade on it. You know what I'm saying? She don't want nobody to shit on her happiness. And Nene knows Porsha's plight. She knows that Porsha's been wanting to have a child for a while. And she is so excited for her. So excited for her. I was so proud that Nene did not spill it. I thought for sure she was going to make a beeline to Marlo and spill it. If she did, they didn't air it, and I love that. So they all get up, get together, and go to dinner. All right, so Nene is obviously upset with Tanya. She feels the type of way about Tanya because Tanya said something about high low. So when Tanya was trying to clear up, now probably at this point she realized Nene was feeling some type of way because Nene wasn't really hiding it. She just kind of went all the way in at the table. And I do believe Nene feel like she the matriarch of these girls and like they supposed to pay some type of homage. But Nene, you can be checked. You can lose at games and competitions. You're not supposed to always win by default. And everybody does not need you to chastise them. I mean, it was just the way she did Tanya. I didn't like that. And I'm sure Tanya has spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in her store. I'm sure she has. And you coming across a little bit jealous. First, I thought she was coming across that way on Marlo's behalf because that's how you was putting it out there. But it turns out this is all on you. Instead of you telling that girl you took that some type of way, you decided to shade her closet, shade her wardrobe, and try to big up yourself in the process, Nene. That's not how you go about things. That's not effective communication. Just like when you and Greg was having this beef about the fact that Greg was supposed to be grumpy and all of this, you go on social media with this. You're supposed to go and talk to your husband. You're supposed to have this conversation with him. Now this is, no matter how old you get, this will always reflect the lack of maturity when you do not know how to communicate effectively with somebody else. Just tell that girl. Just tell her. The girl's trying to say it's not. Somebody put this fashionista thing on me. I just dress how I feel. I just like nice things. And Nene was like, you put that fashionista stuff on yourself. No, you started off the rip. You started off the rip with this. It wasn't at the baby shower, was it? It wasn't at the baby shower. Where was that they was doing something and Marlo, it was at the Bailey Q. It was at the Bailey Q. That's right. You pitted Marlo against her. She's a fashionista too. And you brought her into the group. I don't like that. I don't like that people supposed to tiptoe around you because you consider yourself a matriarch of the group. Nene, you could get it too. You can get it too. You can get some too. That girl was not trying to do you no type of way. And the way you came across, it was just so immature. It was so immature. It was awkward. Awkward. Anyway, Shamari decides that now she came down for dinner. She looked super cute. Turns out she had gone to Tanya's room to get some tips from Tanya and to get a couple of accessories from Tanya. And Tanya didn't say a word about it. It was I forget who brought it up, but the handbag she had was super nice and cute. It was a little pop of color. She put it together real cute, like Tanya style, just like Marlo put her together Marlo style. You know what I'm saying? But Shamari was like, I thought I would go to her because she is actually, she did actually win the competition. I was like, okay, first of all, it wasn't like a competition, like Project Runway. It wasn't like that. it wasn't that type of competition, boo. Anyway, she probably just liked Tanya's demeanor a lot more than she liked Marlo. And she didn't mind letting Marlo know. She didn't mind telling Marlo that she liked the way she came to her room, and you think you a fashionista and all this stuff. And okay, Marlo hit back, and Shamari said something and bitch, and then she immediately apologized to bitch. I guess I went too far. I'm sorry, I went too far. I didn't mean to go too far with the bitch. Maybe I did go too far. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go too far. But I just feel like everybody shade me about my fashions, and you come to my room about my fashions and kind of force it on me. I just didn't feel like that was right. And Candy kind of took up for Shamari because Marlo, whose feelings was hurt, and again, you lack effective communication skill. It's not about speaking well. It's about being able to communicate your thoughts and your feelings over in a way that people understand. Okay? You saying, I was just trying to help. I didn't mean to offend you. That wasn't what I was trying to do. You tell the girl she can't sing. She the worst singer ever. Her voice is horrible, which everybody knows not to be true. All right, I'm just going to let y'all marinate on that. Candy came to Shamari's defense, which I loved. And she said she was the only one that didn't really take it to heart. But like Candy say, she all about her check. She don't really care if y'all like her voice or not. And it don't matter whether she lives up here or down here. She still getting paid. So basically, they went back and forth with bitch, 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 bitch. I said, oh, Nene and Tanya had a fashion off, and Shamari and Marlo at the table had a bitch off, and now we get Shamari and Porsha with the shade off. When Shamari went to shade Porsha about something, what I do not know, but baby, when Porsha told her that she need to get her husband some eyebrow treatments, I was like, that's what's missing. That is what's missing. Oh my God, I couldn't put my finger on it. And the thing of it is, he looks more like the kids more than anything because they don't have eyebrows yet. And he don't have eyebrows. I was like, look. Every time I look at him, I am going to see those missing eyebrows. Oh, I hope they go and put them eyebrows on him. I really do. I really, really hope and pray they go and put eyebrows. Oh, they give him an eyebrow transplant. That would be so nice. Yeah, Porsha won that one for sure. Shamari won the bitch off at the table. And Nene was the biggest loser. How she went off on Tanya. That was the worst. Anyway, Porsha gave a nice toast about getting to know each other and being all together. But she pulled that Hennessy bottle of apple juice and Coke out and poured it into a glass and took a sip. It's a nasty mixture, I'm sure. So when she was like, ooh, everybody was like, yeah, that's Hennessy. That's Hennessy for sure. She not pregnant. I thought she was pregnant, but she not pregnant. That's for sure Hennessy. You got to get that. Yeah, that's Hennessy. It was a good episode, you guys. Tell me what you think. Put it down below. Until next time, honeybees. I